I do have to admit, I look like a complete snack in those pictures. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of Get the Strap. Um, it's a it's an idea from the mind of Vinny Vegas, um, stuff that he wanted to do before, and we're here doing it. For this hour, I do have to ask you to cut the bullshit for 1 hour. That's all I'm asking. After this hour, until next month, after this hour, you can go back to believing whatever it is that you want to believe. But for this hour, we are going to talk facts. Okay. I would be remiss without mentioning our good friend Kevin. Kevin, we have you in our thoughts. And those of us that pray are praying for you, brother. I hope it goes well and you make a speedy recovery. And we will be having him back here. As soon as he can, he is coming on. Now, let's see who's here. Pablo, good evening. Get the strap. Yeah, it's pure sex. Bodie, been looking forward to this show. Thank you. Duarte, what's going on? Reginald with his pimp hat. Mike, what's going on? Juan, John, Drew, hello. Mirabito, what's up, baby? Oh, man, look at all these people here. Look at Ethan. I thought Ethan was backstage, but apparently he's just doing stuff on here. Okay, let's get started. The way this show is going to work is very simple. I'm going to have a special guest on. That special guest is going to be someone in the hobby. It could either be you one day that comes on here and talks with me and shoots the shit. Me and that person will talk for roughly 10 minutes. Then that person is going to leave, and we are going to do our Intercontinental Championship review for this episode. We're going to go through each belt that you can get at certain different levels and have a discussion regarding them. Also, at the end, we're going to have the special guest back on, and we'll discuss the remainder of the show, and then we'll be done for the night. And then you can go back to bullshitting yourself about how your belt is better than a Classic Shields when it isn't. You're looking like a clown. But anyways, beyond that, let me bring on actually my first guest. He is the co-host of the Belt Outcast alongside Michael Hollenchak, and also the admin and Love Those Wrestling Belts. Please welcome Mr. Andy Bolger.
Hey, everybody.
Andy, how are you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Brother, it's chilly. It's
chilly in here?
Oh, it's chilly out there. It's going to get chilly in here.
Okay.
It's insane. It really is. And I got my cat, I'm on a cranberry juice kick, Andy.
I know
what it is, but it is the bee's knees. So
whatever works.
Right. So Andy, I brought you on here because I have, I want to talk to different people in the hobby about their experiences when they started, all that jazz that comes along with it. Mm-hmm. So, without any further ado, when did you become an official member of the hobby?
Well, I guess I bought my first belt in 1999. It was the famous or infamous paper thin Big Gold from Big's Inc.
Okay, the big gold. It was I thought it was the Big Eagle.
No, the Big Gold. And I was in love. I mean, this is way before anything we know now.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the greatest belt. It was perfect. It was flat, no curve. I sent it to somebody. I paid to put a curve on it, and that was my first belt all those years ago.
So you have the belt, and your daughter, obviously, and I'll show a picture of her later on in the show. Mm-hmm. But your daughter is part of this group, this dynamic that you have going on. Did you ever think, when she was young, that she was going to be into belts the way she is?
No. Matter of fact, I just thought that she and my other daughter, my wife, would be like, he's crazy. That's what he likes. We'll let him do it. But what's wrong with him?
So let me ask you a question. So you've been in the hobby for a while, obviously, and obviously things have changed. Things have completely morphed. I mean, we swim in a bowl of shit every day, I think, in this hobby.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And so give me the thoughts and the reasoning behind finding Love Those Wrestling Belts.
Okay.
What inspired you to do that?
Well, first was obviously my love for wrestling and the love for belts. And there was groups, not near what it is now, but I just wanted a place for everybody that could come in there, tell their story, share their pictures, and don't have to worry about being bullied. Just enjoy the hobby. And that was my whole reason. And it's something I've loved every day since.
Who else is an admin there with you? Because it's you and someone else, right?
Yeah, that would be my man Rashundi Washington.
He's always posting really good things. He's
my right-hand man. He's involved with so many things. Rashundi, if you're watching, thank you, brother.
And I do have to say, Andy, you're one of the more persistent admins in the groups that I have seen. There are some admins, that can't, be there full time, but you make sure every day. And we notice, we here at Culture Shock, Vinny, Jones, myself, we work late into the night, but for some reason we're up early in the morning. We roughly probably get like 3 hours of sleep each. But the one thing I can always count on is, when I'm working out or I'm getting ready for the day, is always getting the wrestler of the day from you. And I think
champion of the day.
I think that, the champion of the day. And I think that's great. It just adds a small little detail to the group that it's like, man, you know what? It's not just me. It's someone else too. Someone else enjoys this. And I really do appreciate that, Andy. I know everybody else does.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's just one thing that I'm committed to every day. I do it every day, but Sundays, my one day off.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that's done. And then if I see something interesting, I always try to post that up for everybody to see it. Like I posted today, somebody had a neat picture of 3 of the 4 Mount Rushmore. Who would be your 4th man on Mount Rushmore? And got a lot of interesting responses.
Yeah. Yeah. So as an admin, of course, like I said earlier, when we swim in this, bowl of shit that is called this hobby, have you gotten any like difficult things that you've had to deal with? What's the hardest part about being an admin in such a successful group, if you will?
Bullying. I don't want to see anybody picked on in the group. And if me or Rashundi or anybody just lets us know what's going on, we take care of it right away because we don't tolerate that crap. It's, we want it to be a fun, safe place, enjoying wrestling and belts. And if we see anything like that, if it's too bad, I don't even give them a warning. If they've just gone too far, they're out of the group.
Yeah.
I just don't tolerate that crap.
And one of the things that I find, that I didn't like about Belt Talk, Dan McMahon's website, was that if you were, I noticed this all the time, if you were a new collector and you would post on that page and you would ask a simple question. I'll give you an example. A simple question would be, what's the difference between a standard Figures Inc. or a Master Series? There's probably like 4 or 5 ass clowns who would write, why are you putting this up? Why are you asking this stupid question? People have been asking this for years. And my thought to that is, what else are you doing? What is this page for if it's not for people to ask questions?
Yeah.
And I do get, some guys say, that they could go into the search history, find the answer, research, but they don't know that. They're brand new. Yeah,
that's another big problem, Jay, is there's too many trolls ready to attack.
Everybody's always waiting to bite someone's damn neck off. I don't, there's no need for that.
We don't need cutthroat attitudes like that. It doesn't help the hobby one bit.
No,
not one bit.
And there are a lot of new people that are turned off to stuff like Belt Talk that want to purchase belts, want to do things the right way, and they can't. You heard? They just can't. So I think it's a part of the hobby that we all need to work on together and try to smooth things out. Yeah. And I do have to say, you also are the co-host, like I said earlier, of the Belt Outcast with Mr. Hollandcheck, which I'm actually thinking of. If you know Mike, I'm actually thinking of having a documentary made about Mike's dealings with the post office. If you guys, this hobby, there's a lot of good things, for me personally that keep me going. Well, the little inside jokes and all the bullshit that we have going on, I love it. Like Mike Hollandcheck constantly having issues with the post office. It's insane.
And and don't forget all the issues he's had with DHL. Poor
and
guy.
DHL too. The poor man just can't catch a break with them. Apparently. How did you guys start that show? What was the starting point of that?
Well, it was just over a year ago. We wanted a show that, of course, everybody can have fun. Anybody can join in on us what they wanted to, talk about whatever they wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's just been something that we've loved doing ever since. And we joke, me and Mike have a joke that, we're number 5. We're not trying to be number 1.
Yeah.
We don't care about ratings or, we want as many people to view, but we don't say, this many people watched our show last. We could care less. Just come on in, have some fun, and let's talk about belts, wrestling, whatever you like.
See, that would be a fantastic show.
There he is.
I would love to see that.
Oh, I think it'd be great.
So, Andy, my last question to you is the statement that Dan McMahon put out there. And I know that you read it. You were the one, I think, that posted it in one of our chats.
Yes.
So my question to you is something that I actually agree with Dan on, Dan McMahon, where the hobby is right now. Dan's argument is boots were inevitable no matter what. Because
I agree.
It's not a price point. It is a price point thing. It's a thing that says, so my question to you is, do you think Midwest is to blame for how the market is now, where we have so many, and I hate to use the word bootleg. I like saying unofficial. But when you guys see the pictures later, you'll see unofficial, because I don't like saying bootleg. It just sounds nasty, and not nasty in a good way. Yeah. So you have that aspect of it. And my question to you, before I go on a tangent, because you know me how I get, is it their fault that it's the way that it is, or was it something that was going to happen anyways?
It was going to happen anyway, because the prices are just, from Milliken and everybody, just so crazy. When you could get a belt today for a fraction of the cost, not wait 10 years. So many people don't even have their belts yet. Yeah. I can't believe nobody's been facing charges for that. Yeah. But it was inevitable that this was going to happen, and thank God that it has.
Yeah. Okay. So Andy, thank you so much for coming on with me. You stay tight back there. We're gonna bring you back later on for overtime. Okay. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Thank you, Jay.
Now, I love that guy. That guy is just amazing. He's one of the sweetest people in the world. Okay, and his daughter is just the best. So now we're gonna get into a rough part of the show, because half of the people on here, I don't even know how we talk on a daily basis, because the madness within itself. First, I would like to introduce one of the co-hosts of the 963 podcast. He's the co-host with my dad. He is also the co-host of The Update. A good friend to the show, Mr. Joey V. Look at you, bro.
Thank you.
You're looking like a snack, bro. Yo, let me kisses. I got socks on, so it's not getting. All right, ready?
Yeah.
There you go, bro. There you go. How you doing, baby?
I'm wonderful. Look at you, looking like a little Debbie snack.
Bro, I'm saying, man. I was looking at myself, I was like, nah, man. I do look great. Our next panelist tonight is going to be the man I refer to, the gentleman of California, our good friend Ethan Thompson. What's up,
going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas?
How you doing,
Joey? Bro? Look at Joey looking like a little white Hershey Kiss.
He looks adorable, bro.
Right?
And ladies and gentlemen, 1/3 of the CEOs of Culture Shock Entertainment, Mr. Michael Jones. Baby, what's going on? You look chilly today, bro. What's going on?
It's cold out.
You want to know why he's like that? Because he thought this whole time our discussion was going to be about the history of the Intercontinental Championship. So he was going to trash the belt the whole night. But then now we realize, oh no, it's hobby talk. So he's doing okay, right? I think you're doing okay, Jones. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
You're doing okay?
I'm okay. We're talking hobby talk. I thought it was Hulk Hogan's time in TNA.
No, we're not.
Right.
Hey, why you have to be so chill, bro? And we got company.
I thought it was by Mike Jones at Winged Eagle Hour.
Bro, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to show you off, and we're going to talk about each one of these belts. We're going to start official, what you can get, the lowest you can get officially, The highest you can get officially, we're gonna go to the overseas makers. We're not doing any American makers because they really don't exist. And then we're gonna match all those up at the end towards the real one, the Reggie, which you can get from Reggie, which you can get from the man. Okay. Now, while I set this up, I want you guys to tell me, Ethan, because you have a very good copy of this belt. What's your favorite part about it?
Everything. I mean, I've bought some very bad copies, and the Intercontinental is just a workhorse title, just first and foremost. But as far as the maker, Classic Shields, it's the standard. I'm sorry, it's awful and duplicated, but it's just you can't beat them.
Yeah.
Omi, you can't beat them. I'm just sorry.
So, Mike Jones,
Yes.
you just want to say you don't like it and then move on? Because I think
I actually love the Intercontinental Championship. This is not one of the belts I hate.
really.
I have no issues with the Intercontinental Championship.
Are you okay that it's part of the Fed though, or would you have wished like WCW would have had it?
It actually probably would have done well in WCW because they did have the workhorse wrestlers. They did have the better wrestling. We know I'm going to go there.
Yeah. Okay. Chill, Papa Africa. Chill, bro. Chill. Joey, what's your favorite part about the belt?
I think it's my belt or just the belt in general.
The belt in general. The belt in
general. I think the matches that go with it. I mean, you look at Steamboat and Savage. You look at the shirt I'm having right now, Bulldog and Bret Hart. I mean, those were matches that were like iconic. They put on. You knew whoever had the classic Intercontinental title, they were being groomed to be the next champion. But you knew whoever had it, they were the workhorse. They put in the work to make that title relevant.
Okay. Let's see what the comments before we get started. And a popular product is somebody who always make an unofficial version. That is facts. And also, we have to talk about the concept of time, right? Think about this. When I think back in the day, 2002, 2003, Bose was the brand that canceled any headphones. They had Bluetooth. They were the best. Now you can go on Amazon. You got like 50,000 sellers that'll get you a noise canceling headphones without any for what, like $25?
Yep.
So I don't think it's let's see, 5 points for Joey, GSPV. What is an American maker? They don't exist. Mirabito. Ethan's IC plates are on fucking point. Facts.
That's
and
facts.
Mirabito saying the classic Intercontinental is amazing. Brett Bulldog, Brett Perfect, HBK, Genetti, HBK Razor. You can get a hose on Amazon for $20. Bro, he knows what's up.
He ain't lying.
So, let's get this shit started. The first one we're going to go through is the Official Figures Inc. WWF Intercontinental Championship. Now, I have a story for you guys regarding this damn belt, okay? Now, standard is $279, okay? 2mm thick plates, simulated leather, okay? $279. Now, this belt, for me, I give you my story. I was working at Walmart. They had me at minimum wage, okay? I could only save $20 like a month for a damn belt, and I wanted the Intercontinental Championship. And this is one of the big reasons why I want to do this show, okay? I saved and saved and saved, and it took me, I think, probably like almost 2 years, which is crazy. And I ordered the belt. And bro, I was checking it every hour. I literally bought the belt that day, and my goofy ass was refreshing the phone, right? I was like, what? Like 19 years old, refreshing. Fuck, where the fuck is the belt? I called Figures Inc. They said, brother, I don't even have your order on the computer yet. That's how excited I was. And every day I kept looking, kept refreshing. About a week and a half later, the belt comes in. I left the keys in my door because that's how excited I was. I opened the door, left the key, ran in, and literally a neighbor knocked like an hour later. I was like, hey, your key's at the door. I was so fucking disappointed when I opened that box. So disappointed. Because the plates, and I'll show you in a bit, the plates are razor freaking thin. It doesn't look as prestigious as it looked on TV because when you read the description, it says molded from the actual championship. If you don't know any better, you think you're going to get a replica of the same belt. And that was not true. Your standard is $279, 2 millimeters, simulated leather. Deluxe was $379 with improved leather, which, guys, it's bullshit. There wasn't no thing called Jones. You have the Premier World Heavyweight version 3, right? The white one.
Correct.
That would have been, and Jones can tell you how it's good. It's good, but you know it's simulated.
Yeah, it's a decent.
Right?
For a replica.
For what it is, exactly. Then that's what they use for these belts. It wasn't real leather. Okay. The Ultra Deluxe gave you 4 millimeter thick plates, and then the improved simulated leather, which again is not improved. Let's talk about this, guys. What do you think about having these belts? Like, walk me through it. Would you go? Which one you would go with?
Knowing what I know now, or would it be then?
Yeah, same question.
Yeah.
Like what time frame?
I'm going to challenge you back then.
Oh, back then, bro, I was happy with the little foam belt. So I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would own even a Figs 2 millimeter version, let alone what I have now. I would have been super happy.
Joey, you have a WCW US from Figures Inc.
Yes,
and
I
it's
do.
kind of like molded like this one. You tell me the quality of these plates. Like, what did you think?
That was my first belt I ever purchased. I mean, I think I was like you, checking the tracking, but I mean, when you get the belt, you're so excited. But I think that's how we all are in this hobby. When you get a belt, you're tracking it. Like, where is it at? Where's it at? When I got that WCW US 3 plater from Figures Inc., I loved it. I was like, wow, this is great. Like, I thought, I didn't really mind the 2 millimeter, I thought, hey, I got a belt, that I paid over $200 something for. That's like metal, brass, whatever it was, but it just looked gorgeous when you got it. So for me, I would go with the standard back then still.
Jones, talk to me, King.
See, sorry about that. Somebody's a little upset, but me, I'm extra. I would have went for the Ultra Deluxe.
Ultra Deluxe all the way. Yeah. So this is the thing here. People say Figs Inc. is absolute trash. And also, when it comes to the shop, they, because Shop Figs Inc. kind of the same thing, and that the leather sucks. Here's the thing. Again, I said we were gonna be serious. We were gonna talk. We're gonna cut the bullshit. When you, as a maker, can produce a belt that I can see my own reflection in, like a Figs or a Shop does, then you can tell me that Figs is trash because their leather sucks, right? That's one thing that makers over there in Pakistan can't perfect. The ones that do are your Omis, your classic shields. Those are the ones that can produce that mirror finish, right? Ask Samir Ali, just because there's like 50,000 makers, ask them to give you that look, the mirror look, and they can't. What do you guys think?
True story. I mean, my first boot, I was convinced I wanted a boot, and somebody had told me, yo, all the boots, it doesn't matter if you get classic shields or Omi, they're all the same. It's all the same. So I was sipping the Kool-Aid, and I got it, and it just was bad. Like, bad.
And we're gonna get to bad, but I think this is something that we need to, that I'm gonna say here, and then you guys can discuss that what you want to. But I think if this is your first time buying a belt, if you have no belts at all, my suggestion is buy a shop or buy a figs.
Yeah.
And here's the reason why. You could put never pay full price for a shop belt. Number one, never do that. Wait a week, wait two. The prices are gonna drop. They always have in sales. Okay. At the end of the day, Vinnie Mac is a businessman. Okay. Let's see what Joe has to say about it. Hold on. The original Figures Inc. was considered a disappointment by many at the time, especially since a number of other verticals were fairly solid. I agree. I was part of that crowd, Joe. So the reason why I tell you to buy one of those is that, number one, if you get a figs, you can easily sell it again.
Mm-hmm.
You see this belt right now, the one that we're looking at, I've seen it go from 500 up to 800, the standard. We're not talking deluxe. I'm always on eBay. I'm always looking at shit. I'm constantly, I'm constantly scheming when it comes to freaking belts, right? You guys remember when I bought that UFC Legacy? I mean, the UFC BMF, which Joey's still mad about. So check this out. I ordered a BMF. You know how much I paid for it? $202. I was watching the bid and it was like $100, $110, $115. And people were like bidding. There was like 5 bidders. They were bidding back and forth. They were bidding cents. And it was like 165. And as soon as it hit 5 seconds left, I came in like a motherfucking thief in the night, man. I snatched it up, put like $205, sold for $202 to me. And this is not it. It's not sitting here, but I got that BMF belt. Joey was angry about it. But here's the thing. You can buy a belt like that and resell it on eBay easily. Am I right or am I wrong, Ethan? Because you're on eBay all the time.
He ain't wrong. He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying.
Nope.
It holds its value. Because and this is one of the problems we're going to explain with some makers later on in the show. It's all about the money. It's all about the value that belt holds. Okay? Value is determined by availability. I'll give you another example. And the reason why we keep talking about this, we're having this deep discussion, is so that people know. So when your hard-earned money is in your pocket, saved, ready to buy that belt, you know what the fuck you're looking at, and you're not wasting your money. So Ring of Honor, the Cody Rhodes World, everybody knows that belt, right?
Yep.
There was a lawsuit between Ring of Honor and Figures Inc. and all that jazz, and they had to stop selling them. So they took them off the site. The value of that belt skyrocketed. Okay. You will go on Belt Talk, you go on the groups. I saw a guy spend $800 on a Cody. It wasn't even re-leathered, nothing, just a standard $800. Okay. People would put them up for sale for $950. The bids would be $850, an insane amount of money. And as soon as that lawsuit went away and they were allowed to sell them, and remember, then they put them out for $600, which was a fantastic deal. If you lost out on that shit, my bad. But it's Jones. Yeah, it's literally as soon as they did that, the value dropped because they were selling them for $200 a pop. Now nobody cared. Nobody likes the Fiend. I know Mike Holenchek is watching, right? He hates the Fiend belt. But if that thing goes out of stock on WWE Shop right now, in a week you'll see it for $800 and someone will pay for it. That's just the name of the game. Let's see. Murabito's shop is on sale every pay-per-view. Yes, it is.
That's true.
The artwork got stretched, warped a bit. Stamping was extremely shallow. Send you pics of what you want to use. Thank you, Mike. The replicas usually appreciate years down the line. WWF Scratch, 175 brand new. Then they're 400. Yeah. And you can pay more for the WWF ones. And let me see, in the 80s that we grew up with the styrofoam belts. Ethan, yep. When Figs Inc. or those flat sheet metal license belts came out in the 1990s, it was like the real thing. Yeah. But me, I think my issue was that my sister had a real one. So I held the real one. So when I got it, my mind was already, fuck, this is not molded after the one that's next fucking door. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a bar already set.
The bar is already set. So look at how thin those plates are. Right? Joey, your US is this thin.
Yes,
right?
it is.
But here's the thing. I put this on eBay it'll go easily for 500. Joey puts his up easily 500, 600, right? They hold their value. They really do. So if you are on eBay, if you find a good price for it, you need to jump in on it, take it, and you'll have a good belt. For me, it wasn't a great belt because again, I held the real one, but I think Ethan, you swap belts more than you swap your underwear. I think
That's true story, bro.
You sell and buy belts. Tell me what have you seen this for?
Easy if you need a quick cash out, because I know there's a lot of belt flippers. I'm not so much a belt flipper as I start to upgrade. So I mean, I've seen these $400 or $500 and they're gone. Yeah. They're gone faster than you can send a PM most of the time, which is crazy to me because for me, 2mm, I feel cheated.
I agree. Yeah. See, I think it's the WWF logo. Yes, it is the WWF logo mostly. That's literally it.
And it's hard to find.
And it's harder to find because it's no longer made. And it's no conflict between first generation figures and real well-made ring buddy belts. No, of course not. That's not what we're talking about here. So one thing I do have to stress, if you're on eBay, do not buy boots on eBay.
No.
That was my first mistake.
Yep.
Do not buy boots on eBay, please. Okay. Chad, what is Chad? Plan on shows. I respect your knowledge, but disagree. Older people die off. Less people will care about Reggie's work. New boots are getting too good. We're gonna have a discussion about that later on. So, do not buy boots off. If you're gonna go on eBay to buy a belt, okay, what you need to make sure is that you're buying an official, either Figures Inc., WWE Shop, Premier. They have the stamp in the back, and the UFC Shop stuff. Okay, do not buy boots on eBay, and make sure that if you're buying it from someone, make sure that they provide you pictures, actual pictures, and they can give you the stamp in the back. That stamp in the back is important. Also note there are some belts that didn't have the stamp. One of those belts is the big logo V1. Did not have the stamp in the back. But make sure that tread lightly on eBay because it is a cesspool. Okay.
If it's too good to be true. It is too good.
Baby. Now, up next, WWE Shop, Intercontinental. Jones, remind me again which shop belts you have.
Network logo, the current U.S. Championship, and the Universal Championship.
You don't have a single layer yet. Okay.
No.
So here is the thing, and this is where I wanted to bring this conversation from earlier. I have makers constantly hitting me up and telling me, hey, I can get you belt. I can get you best quality for you, bro. Like you can't match this. Now, a lot of people don't like the Legends logo, right? This is the big thing right here in our hobby, right? Because there's not two lines there. We don't like it. We don't look at it. Joey.
Yes.
If a brand new maker, someone who just wants 4 belts that they remember from their childhood, that they're not into getting, they're not into the details that you and I are into. Would you recommend this belt?
I would. I mean,
why?
It's not bad quality, even though it does have the Legends logo. I mean, if they don't mind it, go ahead. I mean, it's 4mm, not 2mm that that the Figs Inc. had. Yeah. If you don't mind the leather, you can always get it re-leathered. So I mean, it's not a bad belt. Shop does not produce bad belts.
Can I ask you a question though about the fucking Shop leather? Because I get people don't like them. Mm-hmm. People don't like that shit. See, me, I'm not like everybody. Okay, so what I do is I get a belt. I look at it. Oh shit, man! Look at me, man. I put it over my shoulder. I may go to the bathroom and look at peep the drip. That's about it. Yeah. Then I put them down, and I don't touch them until I have to clean them. Mike Hollandcheck actually is well known for having a belt. He wants to see, let's say, something with a WCW US on it. He grabs that US, sits down on the couch, and puts it right next to him, like he's like his kid is watching the wrestling show with him, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, this is." And I find that to be the most wonderful thing you can have. But that's not me. I literally leave them there. So for me, the shop leather is fine because one thing you can't deny is that it looks good. It doesn't look wet. The edges are actually finished. They put like this rubbery hard material all around the edge. If you guys have the figs or the shop belts, you will notice that they seal them up. They look perfect. It's when you grab them that you go, oh, this is not the best thing around. So, Ethan, you have what shop belt?
I got the classic IC. I got the rock belt.
You have this belt.
Yes, I have that belt.
The shop version.
Yep.
How does it compare to the other one that you have?
It doesn't compare, but here's the thing: price point. And I'll stress this to everybody.
Yes.
If you're spending $200 to $350 on a boot IC, just save your money. Just save your money. Buy yourself a classic IC from shop. When it's on sale for $200, you can get it re-leathered, and you'll have something way better than you're going to get. Trust me. I mean, it's not going to be wavy. It's so much better. Facts.
And also remember, guys, this normally is $399. Okay, that's a lot of cocaine. No, that's not a lot of cocaine. That's not. It's not. I'll have another class.
That's a Saturday.
But let me tell you guys something. Never pay for full price. Mike Jones taught me that we're balling on a budget. Okay, so it's crazy having a guy, that does what he does, but he keeps us from spending too much. But never pay full price for these. The best time of the year, in my opinion, to buy these is Black Friday. Black Friday, they were $229 for Black Friday. I want you guys to keep this in your mind, this belt. I want you to look at it. Because and remember the price, for $229, you can get that on Black Friday. And they have 4th of July, they're big sales, the 4th of July sale, what else? What else is the Christmas sale too?
Yep. WrestleMania, there's always a big sale.
WrestleMania one is always a big one too. This is a good quality belt. If you get it re-leathered, you're going to be fine. If you don't care about the logo, again, get this. If you do care about it, get something like this. Get something official that you know is going to hold its value. Because a belt from random maker that nobody knows is not going to hold its value. And we'll get into that later. We definitely will. There is some detail on it. Right, Jones? Compared to the one I have, I mean,
yeah, it's not paper thin. Actually, you can actually see the etching or the craftsmanship of it. I should say.
Facts, bro. Facts. Look at that, and it's clean. Again, if one of those makers that hits me up, if you guys can paint the Intercontinental side plate like that, hit me up. If you can't, please don't, and don't send me free shit. I don't like free shit. Please don't. And it comes with a nice velvet bag. A lot of people don't care for the bags. I do. I like the newer bags. They're thick. They come also with a big, a plate. What is it? Is it a pad, Ethan? What is it?
Yeah, it's a pad. It's a foam pad to cover the plate.
Let's see what I would take the current shop classic XC plates over 90% of the pics you see posted on the screw fronts, baby plating, etc. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Chad, how does this belt compare to a CS belt in terms of etching on plates, not the leather which can be swapped out? Chad, we're gonna talk about it, baby. You hold there still. And whoever this is, welcome to the show. I toast you my cranberry juice. So here again, official, authentic replica. That's what you want to see if you're buying it off eBay. If you're buying it off the shop, you know you're getting it from the shop. So let's not be silly. And let's move to the next one. This is it. This is right here. This makes me feel warm inside.
Me too.
Look at that certificate of authenticity, bro. Like, who does that? Who does that, bro? Right? And I know it's silly. It's just a piece of cardboard paper because I not this one, but the deluxe versions, the ultra deluxe come with this shit. But it's just so nice to have that and to have 13 out of 500. The official Master Series WWF Intercontinental Championship. Now, I called Figures Inc. the other day and asked them to give me the prices, but they're like, bro, they tried looking for it. They were so great about it. They're like, bro, that's too far back. He had the US and I think the spinner prices back then. Like literally, he had like 4 of them. That was it. This wasn't one, but we were able to find the correct prices. So the original price for the Master Series, and I want to guys know what the Master Series is basically a 4mm casted WWF Intercontinental. It is, if you want to go official without going to Reggie or Milliken, this is your baby, man. This right here is your baby. Jones, what did you think of that? Did you think it was worth that amount of money?
I won't say it was overpriced. I think it could have been brought down a little bit to make the consumer more happy, but also with the price point like that, you're looking at it where it makes it more valuable because it's more limited. Like everyone shouldn't have it.
Exactly. And right now, I've seen it for as low as $2,200, and I've seen it sold for $3,000. And that's not even leather, because again, don't be fooled by what Figures Inc. will tell you that it's a real leather. It's not. It's the same deluxe improved leather that we talked about earlier. That's why, but there's some makers out there. I mean, some leather guys that re-leather them. Mike Niccolo, is that how you say his name?
Yep.
Fantastic work, right? Ray did one. And if you're looking for one of these on eBay, I believe Stephen Hammer has the list of who does leathers, if they do boots or not. If you're looking on eBay and you have a stamp, someone's selling you one of these and saying it's a Master Series re-leathered by Ray, by Dan C. Belts, know that that's okay because they don't leather boots. They don't leather boots at all. So if that stamp is on there, it's an actual figs. Again, this is Ethan. Quality. Talk to me, baby.
Oh, I'm on the hunt for one. Trust me, I'm on the hunt for one. And the beauty about the Master Series, there's a lot of rumors that they never got to the 500. They never. And another tell on this Master Series, the globe sticks up. It protrudes a little differently than the rest of the belts because of the being casted. Yeah. But quality-wise, if is as good as TV.
There you go, Chad. Thank you for coming. Thank you, bro. We appreciate that. If you know things, let us know. Let us know. Hazard A5. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Yep. Email me all this stuff, guys. We want to put all the information out there so that everybody has it. I would, if I had this, I wouldn't go for a Reggie.
Agreed.
That's just me. Joey, would you go for the Reggie if you were able to get this?
It depends what Reggie's price is compared to this one.
Well, we'll find out the prices later on. Man, I'm telling you, and this belt is just gorgeous. It just really is. And the fact that it's, again, Hazard F5 just said it's the same quality as the current shop belt, but it has the WWF logo. That in itself is just a rarity, and I think it's worth the money that people are actually asking for now. I think it's a fair price. And you see, the Andrew was similar quality, and I'd rather a CS.
I think if the shop right now paid the licensing fee for the WWF logo, they could sell their belts for like $600 and people will buy them.
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of people don't know the value of what they have. So you see people on eBay selling, belts that are worth $600-700 for like $300 because they don't know they don't know what it's worth. They maybe bought it at a auction, a yard sale. So yeah. So here we are. Oof. Man, this is gonna get fucking rough. This is gonna get rough. Baby. Okay, so first we're gonna start off an overseas makers We're going to start off with the low of the low. If you go to eBay and you don't heed my warning, and you go to, let's say, this seller's website, the name is IMO Hypermarket, unofficial WWF Intercontinental Championship. Again, I'm saying unofficial because I don't like that bootleg shit, right? Mm-hmm. But look at this. Look at this. Price $215. This is why you need to be educated. This is why we want to educate people. We just told you that we've seen the Intercontinental shop with the block on it, with the block logo, Legends logo, for $229, the lowest price that we've seen it. This is $215. Hit me up. I'll send you the $15. Okay? Price $215. Rating low. Plates 2mm, material brass, low quality machine stamped leather. Okay, very low quality leather. Time frame 8 to 12 weeks, right? Can be as soon as 4 to 8 weeks is what they say. Okay. I've noticed a lot of makers are like that too, that they do 4 to 8 weeks and then, or they just, but 4 to 8 weeks or 8 to 12 weeks. They could lower it. It could get faster. I don't know, but there's not a lot of work put into the plates, if you will, right? Ethan, the one that you bought, was it like this?
Pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. I mean, it was 4 millimeters of crap. I'm just being honest. It was, I mean, the wrestlers looked, I'm not sure what the wrestlers were doing. Plates were pitted. It was bad. Just, yeah.
That one is hurting my eyes. Chad, I'm still waiting to see the depth etching of the Shop Icy belt. I only own a real belt. You're gonna see. We're gonna talk about that. So there's barely any detail. Okay. I want to stress this though. If this is what you want, if this is what you're happy with, I applaud you. That's fine. That's okay. If you're saying to yourself, this belt is what I want, I don't need anything else, that's okay. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay. If you want to save your money, put your cash away, save up for something better, then follow along. Okay. But if you want this, that's perfectly fine. The leather looks wet. And I do have a question for you, Joey. What's the point of the half tip? Why is that a thing?
That I do not know, because when I bought a winged eagle from eBay, before I got in this hobby, it only had half a tip. I don't know. I see a lot of makers also in this hobby, low-end makers, that also put half tips. And I don't know why. It just bugs me.
Is it that much more money?
It's because they can't mold it. So it's cheaper.
What you mean? They're molding the top. What are you talking? They're molding.
No. They're not even. It's a flat piece. It's literally a flat piece they glue on top. There's no bolts. There's not even posts for bolts 9 times out of 10.
No.
But Jesus, Mike, how much money are we saving here?
They literally can cut that out of 10 snips out of one of the old side plates. It's that.
Is that just laziness? Because I know I could give Ethan 6 cervezas, give him a Saturday afternoon, and he'll get me an actual tip.
I got you.
No homo. But you know what? Why does it look wet? Why does it look, it's just machine stamped. I'm going to get it. And then the part that really, I think
and
for
that
me.
that leather's not dyed also. That leather's painted. You can tell the
painted
wetness.
And check this out. You're going to love this. Look at the back.
Oh.
You got the bumper car. Yep.
I promised Mike Jones an Impact, a Midwest, and I'm going to get him one that has the padding like this as a joke. Because I know he's going to forget about it, that I said this. And when I bring it to him and give it to him as a gift, he's going to be pissed off that he got that. But hey, to good times, right? Again, guys, if this is what you want, go ahead and get it. But know what you're getting. Know is, let's see. Half tip is display purposes only. Remember, guys, some people pick a belt up for their 6-year-old nephew. Exactly. And that's perfectly fine. This is for something. And this information is for everyone. But
picking up a belt for your 6-year-old nephew at that price point, go to shop.
Yeah.
209 to what 215 compared to 229.
You can get a commemorative for 190, 150 bucks on shop.
Yeah,
that's gonna still beat that.
Facts. Pat it back, damn. But hey, you get that sweet bag. Yeah. So again, this is not something that we're just doing to bash. We're not bashing. We want you to have that information.
How do you snap that belt? How do you snap that belt around your waist with that pad? Like,
I think you lose a couple of inches, bro. Like, you know, I seriously think that you do. So next, we're gonna go into actual makers because you know this is a maker, but so what we're gonna do is first we're gonna go Royal belts. We're gonna do for our medium rating, we're gonna do medium and medium high because most of these makers fall under that category. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be like a really bad maker to be all the way at the back, right?
There's some out there
Royal
right now.
belts, which is Muhammad Lukman. $300. Our rating is medium. Plate thickness is 4 millimeters. Plate material zinc, medium quality machine stamped leather. Time frame, again, 8 to 12 weeks, can be as soon as 4 to 8 weeks. Jones, what are your thoughts?
I think it's very accurately priced. It's leaps and bounds over what we just looked at.
Yeah.
I would put that in my collection.
So one of the things I like, I do research for this show, and I hit up the middleman for Royal Belt, our good friend Randall. And this is what I love about the middle makers, that I know. They're just honest. You have to find people that are honest, because if you don't find people that are honest, you're going to get sold a belt that's not to your standard. Okay. Here you have this belt where it's $300. You have medium quality. I asked him questions about, the belt making process and all that jazz, because he knows about it. The first thing he tells me, hey, look, 4 millimeter. He tells me the time, he says, AJ, also, our leather's not that great. Our leather's not that great, but we're working on it. We're trying our best. We're trying to be better every day. Now, you guys know Randall. Randall's a fantastic human being. He's a really, really good guy, and he is honest. He's in the military. He stands for us, and we thank him for his service. But I like the honesty, and I think that's important. I've heard of him telling people, if you really want this certain quality, I unfortunately can't provide it for you. Go to this person. And that allows those people to refer back to him, which is stuff that happens all the time because people want honesty. Not everybody wants to be as crazy as Ethan and me, where we want classic shields. People just want a belt that looks good on their collection. And to have a middleman be that honest, and to have a maker who's such a hard worker, I think it's very important. Joey, what do you think about it?
I agree. I mean, I think I like how Randall and a lot of these middle makers are honest, and they have to be. Because if they're not, I mean, there's some middle makers that will just say anything to try to sell you a belt instead of just telling you the actual truth.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Here's the problem with makers doing that. Okay? Because I have not seen a middleman do this. Middlemen don't say, my maker's belt is going to beat or is going to match or beat classic shields and Omi. No middleman says that. Right? The middlemen I know, they know damn too well that that's not a thing. They know that as soon as they get the belt, they're not comparing it to the maker's work. If you say my maker's belt is the same or more than classic shields, they're not going to your maker site to look at your belts because probably you don't even have those pictures, right? They're going to Classic Shield's website, to their page, and saying, I'm going to get better than this. Holy shit, I'm going to get better than this. You charge him $950. You take the $950, he gets his belt. Guess what? You just fucked that person over. And you want to know why you fucked that person over? Because you charge him $950 for something he's never going to get that kind of money back on. He's never going to get that money back. He's going to get that belt and say, this is not what I ordered. This is not what I want. Okay. He's going to go on eBay and he's going to put it up for, let's say he'll put it up for like 1,000 because you don't have to wait for it. 2 weeks go by. Now he drops it to 900. Another 3 weeks go by. Shit, it's not selling. I got to drop it to 600. A month or two go by. He's still holding on to this damn belt. And then he has to sell it for $250. Now you lost that customer, right? You lost that customer, and now that customer is now soured on the hobby. They're soured on it. And that's not okay. That's scamming people. And no middleman does that, right? And all the middlemans that I know do that because they know better. But makers are going to call you. They're going to message you. And Mike Jones, do they offer you the world or not?
Yeah, I've had plenty offer me the world. So, but you have, sometimes you have to take that gamble. Sometimes you will get the world. So you can't just completely go sour because you could find that complete diamond in the rough who delivers. So, but you, like you said, you have to do your homework.
Exactly. And I think Lukman here does a good job for the quality that it is, for the price that you're paying. Again, the price has to match the quality, right? It really does. If you don't match it, I mean, you got your full tip. At least he gives you the full tip, which is good. We love full tips here, no homo. But it's obviously not hand tooled, right? It's machine stamped, but again, it's an overall decent belt. It's much better than the $215 that you don't even want to spend the extra $10 on shop, right? It seems okay. The engraving seems a bit shallow. Let's see. We saw that the customer tells 500 people over social media, you will not stay in the hobby scamming people in 2021. Exactly. Because you may say that it's not scamming. And again, no middleman does this. These are makers that do this shit. Okay. They tell you, I had a maker once tell me I can match Omi or on belts. We're going to talk about them later. I can match Omi. And I go, no, you can't. Yes, bro, I can. I go, well, I'm not paying for it until you show me. They show me, and I go, no, it's not the same. This is the only hobby, and this is a big problem in this hobby, where you have two things that are supposed to look the same, and one obviously looks better than the other. And there's a group of people who will fight you tooth and nail. A lot of the time, is these makers and their loyalists will fight you tooth and nail until you know they're better than you, and it's not. It's not.
They got the vested interest. They got the interest.
Vested interest. And it's, again, I understand that. I get it, but this is people's money. People are relying on other people's information. You're a trusted source. If you're someone big, and I'm saying big in the hobby because nobody here is famous. Nobody here is, we're just all a bunch of ass clowns on the internet. But I think when you have a platform like here, love those wrestling belts, the belt Outcast, Brothers of the Belt with Josh Hammer. Mm-hmm. When you have that platform, I'm glad to see that people are able to, be honest and just call it for like it is, and I think it's something that's needed in this hobby. The next belt is coming from Mayon Belts. Joey, tell me about Mayon Belts.
Ooh, Mayon Belts is a middle to high maker. They're doing CNC. Everything is in-house. I mean, they're one of two makers I could say that has everything in-house that I know of. And you know what? And because you got a lot of makers that don't have everything in-house, they'll outsource their plates. Where Mayon has everything in-house. Same with Classic Shields.
Yeah. And here's the thing I want to say regarding Mayon belts. They are the perfect definition of staying humble plus working hard gives you success. They're the perfect example of that. Mm-hmm. Because Mayon is not saying, hey, you know what, man? We're going to cap Classic Shields. It's over. We're going to destroy Omi. We're going to take on this one. We're going to take on that one. Nah, Mayon focuses on Mayon, right? again, there's a lot of middlemen, in the hobby, and I'm again glad to see that a lot of them most all of them stick to this is what I'm selling you.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like my quality, what else? Okay, I have other customers. If you don't like my quality, there is a higher quality, but you got to be willing to pay the price, right? My own belts is gonna start you off at $350. Okay. Rating is medium high, 4 millimeter thick plates, zinc, high quality hand tooled real leather. They do that, and I think the leather game, I think people improve with time. When you continue to work. You see all these other makers that keep giving you machine stamped, they're not going to improve because they keep stamping the leather, right? They're not doing their own. But when you have like Mayan, who's actually hand tooling the leather, you're going to get better and better and better and better, right? Jones, what do you think?
Well, I currently own a Mayan. I actually have one of their CNC belts, and I'm thoroughly impressed with it. It's actually out of all my unofficials they have the best leather. The plates they're there, so I have a couple on order, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if things keep moving up with them.
Joey, does Beyond do HD belts?
I do not think. I think they're working on getting HD in house.
Okay. I have 2 belts for mine. 8 on order. I'm so happy with them. Yeah, Marabito. Mayan belts and the AEW.
Yes.
That AEW. We're going to talk about the AEW in a future episode, but my God, Mayan belts is the place to go. Eddie Williams, I think, has done a fantastic job because you do need people to keep you on track, right, Ethan? You need someone to like your dog is keeping you on track right now.
Exactly, right now,
Stay on point, bro.
Hey, he likes it,
Time frame 16 weeks, and this is where I like honesty. This is where I like
it's a minimum of 16 weeks.
A minimum of 16 weeks. Okay, thank you for the correction. This is
I have a lot of orders.
This is the thing with Eddie. Eddie will tell you, this is gonna be a while. Eddie don't tell you, hey, bro, I'm gonna get you to it in 6 weeks, bro. You're gonna be chilling. No, Eddie's like, it's gonna be a while, bro. Get ready to wait. Strap down, get some cranberry juice, watch Jay Cross on the Gold Standard, which premiere on YouTube just the other day. You can go on there, like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Send me your pictures. If you want to be featured on my show, send me your pictures, man. I'm putting everybody in. It's 3 per episode. It's not that I'm pushing you back, baby. It's that I'm going through the whole thing. All right? Make sure you guys check that out. But, I mean, Eddie does fantastic work with them. I think it's a good belt to get. Right, it's very, very decent quality. Eddie has never told me to get cranberry juice, bro. Mayan belts in the future is gonna start including little sacks of rice with each of your orders, so you could, your wife can't be mad because you got rice too, bro. You didn't just get a belt; you're doing it for the family, right? At this point, Mayan looks like I found a nice sweet spot of price and quality. Yes, Joe, that is correct. I agree with that. CS got my Winged Eagle in 63 days at my doorstep. Chad, look at you flexing time.
You're chilling. You're chilling.
Why
Bro.
You must have skipped over a few people.
I've only been waiting since March.
Took a year for Crumb Ryan from CS. That's I would expect that. I would expect them to take a year. I mean, for what you get at the end, it's amazing. I honestly think it is. Mayan, I mean, Joey, this is your belt.
Yes, it is.
Are you enjoying it?
I do. I like it. I mean, it's crazy because the globes, like when they're in bright light, they're like you really see like the blue, the navy blue, but like sometimes it looks black. And it reminds me of the Razor Ramon IC because when Razor Ramon had that IC, that globe looked really dark blue, like almost black. And I like it.
Yeah. And again, good quality for if you order this standard from Mayan, you're gonna get a decent belt. There is no way for no belt. You're gonna get a belt that's gonna be good. Yes. It's gonna fit you. It's gonna fit you good. You could sell it, and again, you get a good price back for it because that's key. We don't want to lose money.
I will say this about Mayan's leather. I have another belt that's over 1.5 years old. That leather is not even peeling at all on that belt.
See, It's all about quality. So now we're going to get into a fun conversation once we finish up here watching.
See, and that's the last thing with Eddie too, though.
Mhm.
With Eddie, you bump up the price a little bit, he can get you the CNC now, where the quality of there's certain plates that require, they have a lot of negative splash, your Intercontinentals, your tags. So when you go CNC, man, you get that, it lays a lot flatter than the traditional SD belts.
Facts. So the man of the hour tonight, huh? ORM belts, Mr. Omar Reese.
Good on me.
So look, before we get this started, because there is, things are going on with him. But I do have to say this, because every time this conversation comes up, there's always someone who uses it as an opportunity. I like to call them the opportunists.
Mm-hmm.
Omi, a lot of people, we have two sides where one side, Omi can do no wrong. Omi can grab your winged eagle and drag it through the mud, literally put it on his truck, tie it, drive 6 miles, drive back, roll it up, stick it in a box, send it to one of his lawyers. Listen, they'll tell you, I got a fantastic belt from Omi today. That's not me. That's literally, Omi could do no wrong. But the man is wrong in some of the things that he's doing. I will not have anyone be an opportunist and take that time to take the conversation about Omi's time frames and switching it into their maker being as good as they are, as Omi is when it comes to the quality. That's not a thing. I can assure you, my friend, that is not a thing. Let me explain it. As soon as we go in, I'm going to say this one thing, and we're going to jump right into it. Omi is a fantastic belt maker. There is no if and or buts about that. The problem is that Omi is a horrible businessman. Horrible. And we will explain to you why. Number one, ORM belts unofficial. This is standard. This is how good this guy is. Okay? Don't let the haters cap you. This is how good he is. Okay? His quality, this is just standard. Okay? Price is $685. Rating is high. Plate thickness 4 millimeter. Premium hand-tooled real leather. Has the best leather in the game.
Hands down.
Best leather. Here's his problem. His time frame. His time frame is currently unknown. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't understand that. What does that even mean that your time frame is not? What the? Explain to me. Someone explain to me what that means on this panel, please.
You can't explain it unless you have dealt with Omi. So again, Omi is the best. I'm going to say he's the best SD maker out there.
Look at Max, bro. Max flexing.
Omi's the best SD maker out there with the best leather. But the problem is, like we said, the time frame. He could tell you 4 to 6 weeks. But
facts.
8 months later, you're still waiting.
And it's not, bro. I think the problem is he's so disorganized, right? I'm gonna send him a copy of Microsoft Office 365, the whole thing. Omi hit me up. It's $100 and something bucks, but bro, I got you. Microsoft Word, Power. I'm running this shit through PowerPoint right now. You could get work on Excel and write down who ordered a belt. It's a crazy concept, but you write down who ordered the belt. And then because, again, I'm frustrated because he's such a good maker and does stupid things like this, okay? He's a fantastic belt maker. I think he's the best belt maker in the game, okay? I honestly think that. But for him to do the things that he has done, it's not okay. You're supposed to be the best, but everyone in here, even the Pakistani maker, the eBay seller, gives you a time frame. He gives you a time frame, okay? But your time frames don't mean anything. So, Ethan, we're going to go through this. we're going to first look at the quality. Obviously, we're looking, but I want you to tell these people your story because we're telling our stories. We don't have bias. We don't have none of that. We're telling you our stories so that you can be informed as a consumer and you don't lose out on your money. Not that we're saying that he has stolen anybody's money. That's not what we're saying. But there are some issues with his service. Ethan, preach to the people.
All right, so I'm gonna get a little preachy right now. So my main issue with Omi is he again. I'm saying this. He is one of the best belt makers out there. But so I ordered a block logo Big Eagle from Omi that he had posted June that was in stock.
Platinum swords. I'm gonna tell you a story because this may be you. So I'm gonna tell you. But Ethan, keep going.
So he it's in stock. It's finishing up. He's a week or two. It'll be done. And that was June. Cool. I messaged him back in August. I'm like, yo, any updates? I'll get you pictures of the plates.
Chad, I got you right here. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. But Ethan, keep going.
August. He says he'll give me pictures of the plates. I'm like, well, I thought it was already almost done. October rolls around, same thing. November rolls around, it's in leather now. December rolls around. I finally get tired. I'm getting kind of impatient of the runaround. So I throw up a willing to buy thread on Gold Rush, looking for a block logo, seeing if anybody had one for sale. I wake up the next morning and he messages me asking me if I want to buy a block logo. And my response to him was, yes, I ordered one from you 6 months ago and I'm still waiting.
Wow.
And then he had promised me it would be done mid-January. We're almost February now, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I even ordered another belt from him because he's that good. We have a deal worked out, and he has a time frame that he's promised me, and I hope that he delivers. If not, I gotta walk, and I'll go to another maker.
Did you give him a deposit or did you pay him full?
I did deposit. I will not invest that much money for that long without an accurate time frame.
All right. To quote a good friend of mine, Snapple fun fact. Okay. Let me hit y'all with my story. I hit up Omi, I think end of May, and I paid him for a block Big Eagle. I got it like 4 weeks later. I asked for an in-stock belt. He had it. Paid him in full. I got the belt. You guys can go on our YouTube channel and see it. Me unboxing it with Vinny. It was amazing. Most amazing thing I've seen, friend. I hit him up on Messenger. I'm like, Omi, bro, this belt is amazing. Fantastic. What else you got in stock? Well, he's like, bro, what do you need? I said, I need an NWA United States Luger. Bro, $650, bro. 3 weeks. I even said, bro, you're the king of belts, bro. Milliken goes missing for years. Milliken's been playing Where's Waldo for like the past 20 years, right? So this guy, 3 weeks. I'm like, again, I'm going to get a good belt. 3 weeks. I paid him in full, $650. That was at the end of June. I paid that. Then July comes around. Like, end of July 30th. I'm like, it's Harry Potter's birthday. Let me hit up Omi, see what's up. Bro, where's the belt? Bro, it's in final leather. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna be on edge. He's gonna take care of me, bro. It's over. I was even telling Joey and Ethan. Remember that in that time we were listening to Mark Anthony and we were like video chatting. I was on the balcony listening to Mark Anthony. Yeah, we be having some weird conversations.
I need to know,
bro. So I tell them I ordered the belt. Joey's like, bro, I hope it's actually 3 weeks. I'm like, Joey, I can only go with what he tells me and what I've seen. He sent me a belt in 3 weeks. I hit him up in September because August was a busy month, but September I hit him up. Hey, how's the belt? Oh, soon, bro. Okay. Again, very busy time. Holidays start going. I don't hit him up till November. Where's the belt? Oh, bro, soon. December, he hits me up. I'm like, Ethan, as soon as I saw that high, bro, I almost hit up Jones. I almost called Jones before I answered him. I'll be like, Jones, I'm going to forget. Write this tracking number down for me. Bro, he tells me, bro, can you send me a picture of NWA Luger? And I was like, this motherfucker. So I want my belt. I want my belt. I want my belt. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm annoyed. But you know what? It is what it is. I am very patient when it comes to these things, right? Because if you tell me, hey, it's gonna be 6 months to a year, do what you got to do, right? You tell me 3 weeks, and 3 weeks pass, I'm be like, what the hell's going on, right? Classic Shields, I ordered 2 belts, and this is the thing with Omi, you don't have to lie, bro. You don't have to lie about your time frames. You want to know what happened when I ordered with Classic Shields? I said, hey, IWGP V3 HD, talk to me, baby. He said, hey, Jay, it's just going to be like 6 to 8 months, maybe a year. Maybe. I said, okay. I gave my deposit. After thinking about it for like 6 hours, which is bullshit, it was probably like 10 minutes, I was like, I should order another belt. I should just order one right now because I can put the money aside, and when it's time, I slap that money down. I get both of my belts at the same time. They're going to call me 2 belts, baby. Okay? That's what happened when they were honest with me. So then he doesn't understand that I own Pounding the Meat. Mike Jones owns Pounding the Meat. Vinny owns Pounding the Meat. We own Culture Shock Entertainment. He doesn't connect us. So while he's sponsoring my show, he's holding out on my belt, right? Because he's not connecting that I'm the J that he would see on One More Round, or that I'll come in once in a while. He doesn't know that was me. When he finds out is me, is that did I tag him, or I don't know what, I put his belt up or something, but he found out I had a show. Now, once he found out, oh my God, he was like, oh, and Vinny had told him, get Jay's belt done. But he's not connecting that I'm the Jay that bought the belt back in July. Vinny tells him, work on his belt, get his belt to him. No, hear nothing else. Then he finds out that I have the show. And now you know what happens? He starts calling me like crazy. Calling me and messaging me, bro, we need to talk. Bro, and I'm like, I look, and I have literally like 23 missed calls from this guy. I'm like, Omi, bro, what's going on? Someone put up a comment, someone who's associated with me, put up a comment about something, and he thought they were talking about him. Like, Omi, they weren't talking about you, bro. Chill. He's like, bro, 15 days, I get you belt. No, you know what, bro? I send you belt. I send you belt tomorrow. I'm like, how are you going to send me the belt tomorrow? You told me just a week ago it was going to be 15 days. He hit me up and told me it was going to be 15 days. When he found out it was the show that I was going to do this show, he said he was going to send it out tomorrow. And the good thing is that Ethan is not a good friend to have, because Ethan makes you spend money that you don't want to spend.
My bad.
He sends pictures and pictures and pictures of belts. And he says, hey, Omi has this NWA Luger. Jay, what the fuck? Ethan was angry. He was selling it, saying it was in stock, ready to ship. And I go, wait a minute. And then Ethan tells me, bro, it's sold. And then Omi hits me up again, bro, call me, bro. I send you belt tomorrow. I'm like, wait a minute, Pablo. Take 2 fucking steps back. You're not screwing over 2 people, bro. Okay? You're not screwing over 2 people. When I say I'm for the hobby, I'm for the hobby. It's not some bullshit. Everybody here can tell you, I do things for people in the hobby because I care, right? And I've seen the goodness in people in this hobby. I'm not going to go fuck someone over because you decided to sell him the belt, because I knew exactly what he was doing. He sold the guy the belt, took his money, and then was going to send me his belt, and that was going to leave that guy on red. That's not okay. No matter how you word it, no matter how much you love Omi, that is not okay. Again, best maker in the game. That's not okay. Mike Jones, seeing the situation that me and Ethan have been, would you purchase from Omi?
No, that is the reason why I have not and will not. Because I was ready to pull the trigger. And then I watched your 3 weeks classically, no pun intended, stretch out in time frame. And I said, I can't trust that.
Joey, would you?
You know what? I remember it's funny because I was going to, me and you were gonna, I think Ethan also were gonna purchase the UFC 5 Super Fight title. We're all gonna get it together.
Get your stimmies, bro. Get your stimmies, bro.
We're all gonna get it. We're all gonna order it together at the same time.
We're gonna do a group chat, bro.
Yes. Now, no. I'll tell you this: if Omi improves his customer service and doesn't send like somebody's, I've seen it before happen. Like Jay, he was gonna send out somebody else's other belt to you. Like and pass them up. That was done. Like you cannot do that. If he improves his customer service, then I will think about it. But until then, I can't do it.
He needs a good middleman.
He needs QuickBooks.
He does. I honestly, man, Chad, the quality. I mean, I didn't give him this money expecting that he was going to take this long. No one here is saying that he's scamming people. He's not.
No, definitely not.
He's going to get you your belt, but his time frame and communication sucks. And Ethan, he doesn't even know which belts you ordered, right?
Nope. Doesn't know what belt I ordered. So that's the most frustrating part with Omi is I picked up a block logo a couple weeks ago. Guy only had it for a month. And you open the box and you're just like, dude, Omi, come on. If you didn't, your customer service wouldn't suck so bad. I mean, the leather's fantastic. Everything's fantastic. But until he gets through to the message that, bro, just be honest. I gave him an opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah, Chad, it's the quality. No one here she has brought their game to a whole new level with the premium crumb line. Chad, we're going to talk about that, but let me explain something. The reason why I'm saying he's the best in the game is because I honestly think he is. He's that good. He's that good. Look at this. The leather is perfect. The freaking the leather's good. The plates is good. You don't need to do anything to this belt when you get it. But my man, you got if you get your customer service in order, you will give Classic Shields a run for their money. And you may ask me, Jay, you just said that he's the best maker in the game. Well, yeah, but Classic Shields is the game, in my opinion. Classic Shields is the game. You can't get any better than that with the overseas makers. You just can't. And that's what I'm talking. If Dan McMahon is watching, Dan, I'm not saying that they're better than the American makers and the original. No, I'm not saying that at all. Don't get me shot, man. Don't get me shot. Chill. I'm saying with the overseas makers with Pakistan, and I'll throw Fandu in there. I think he's the best maker in the game, but Classic Shields is the game when it comes to overseas.
And that's true.
And that's why I was saying, Chad, I told you I was going to come back to you, baby. They are the game. He is that good. Game. He's the best in the game. But I'm done. And see, that's a customer that was willing to pay the price for a really good product, and he's not going to do it anymore because of these issues. My rule is to only buy Orion belts on the secondary market for the same reason that you guys are currently discussing. My man Eric is on top of it. He knows what's up.
Smart man.
Got you, Jay. If Dan want to pull up, we got the strap, bro. Chill. Dan's cool here, bro. Dan's cool. Dan has his opinion. We have ours. You know, let's see. Yeah, he can be, but I think he's been through a lot. I think with this hobby, and I think when people push you to a point, you just no longer can be diplomatic, if you will. I don't know if anybody else will agree with me on that. This is from June, but I expect a long wait and patient, but he literally communicates with me all the time. First is from, and let's see, CS, so other makers aren't playing the game they are. The same game they are.
But also Omi's problem is
they're the game, man.
Yeah. Omi will tell you 60 days when it's not. Like, just be honest. If you would be honest, it would be fine.
You're not gonna lose a sale because you tell some guy 8 months. Classic Seals told me 6 to 8, almost a year. And I was like, yo, bro, give me 2. Give me 2. I can't wait that long, bro. I cannot wait that long. And so going to again, this is a high rating, and now we're going to the game. This is the game.
Time to play the game.
Shields. And I say unofficial because I don't like boot. I don't like boot, bro. Classic Shields unofficial HD Intercontinental Championship on American leather. This is the best that Pakistan can give you. Baby.
Hands down.
If someone tells you that that's not true, they're not living in reality. We're gonna have to extend that hour because it's 9:32. We have to extend the hour. So, keep not talking bullshit for another hour. You guys can do it. I'm here for you. Ethan, this is your belt.
It's my baby. One of them.
Talk to me when you open that shit up.
Dude, my jaw dropped. Especially coming from, like I said, shop, fantastic for what it is. But coming from the boot I sent you a picture of, was atrocious. And then I opened this up, and this to me is as close as I'll ever get to sniffing a WWF belt that you feel like it could have been in the ring. It's not a Reggie. It's not a Reggie, but for price and quality, Classic Shields is the game, hands down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, and everyone, and Chris, we celebrate people having those feelings and saying, hey, I prefer my own belt. I prefer mine. This is the best belt for me. My issue that I have with people with that is that they say, no, I know my belt is, I love my belt and my belt is better than CS. On a factual detail standpoint, it is not. And the problem with saying that is that you give misinformation to new people that come in. Mm-hmm. People aren't as knowledgeable as we are when they come in. So rating platinum, this is our platinum rating. If I could give it 5 Reggies, put little Reggie heads, 5 Reggies out of 5. The price is $950 with their leather. This isn't on their leather. Who re-leathered this?
This one's on Romeo Anderson leather.
Romeo. So that's literally the best.
Yeah.
That you can get out of Pakistan. I think it's worth it for the price that you get. We're in a hobby that, again, unofficial bootlegs, stuff like that. Dan wouldn't even give you the opportunity to discuss this with you, because he has the belief, and rightfully so, that it's a counterfeit. It's a counterfeit when it's done with. But we here like to have that conversation.
Yeah, and that's Dan's prerogative, and I got no bones with that. Dan sticks to his word, good, bad, or indifferent. That's his opinion, and it is what it is. But for me, when price and everything, when I opened this belt, I literally turned around and ordered a yellow strap HD IC from Classic Shields that I'm waiting on right now.
No,
because it's that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the same boat as that. Just the plate's $850. Their standard is $625, and their standard is amazing too. But here we're showcasing you the HD. Mike Jones,
$850. I thought.
No, just the plates.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mike Jones, when you see that, does that, are you still under the WCW thing because it has the block WWF? How would that look, Jones? Can you do that? Can you do a WCW logo instead of the WWF logo on Photoshop? One of you guys?
Don't tempt me. I'll get the belt made.
I know you would. That's what we're saying.
Tempt me.
That you're gonna. But what do you think of this quality, man?
They're definitely on my list. It's like for me, I'm looking at them the way they're coming out. I say go for your girls from them, or for belts you will put on display and have no one touch, like your museum quality. Now, if you're going to have somebody touch it, I say go lower end. I'm not spending all that money and having people get their grubby little fingerprints on it, because then I'm going to really fight you like it's a real championship.
Bro, why are you so chilly on a Friday night, bro? Chill out, man. Jesus.
I'm being real though. You're not touching my CS.
Look at that.
That's a white glove situation when it comes out the box.
I don't think I'm touching.
I don't think so. Nah.
That's not happening. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, original maker. The granddaddy of them all, right? Reggie Parks, official WWF Intercontinental Championship. Guys, Hazard F5 is here, and just to quote the man, this is sex on leather. Okay. And I do want to give you guys my just quick opinion on this. Look, Reggie's not young. Okay. And I think right now, Reggie's quality has dipped. People have talked about it. People have said it. To me, it would be an honor to own a Reggie, even now. But here's the thing. Now we're going to compare classic Shields to Reggie. Now, I get it. In my opinion, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. Classic Shield's quality compared to Reggie's quality right now is better. I'm going to stop you where you tell me they're the same value, because they're not. Let me say this, your HD Classic Shields, you can have 24K gold, 32K. You can get it on what the highest quality leather that you want. It will never be as valuable as a Reggie. Because a Reggie is a Reggie, my friends. I buy classic Shields, owe me, shop. That's it. And if I ever get into it, real belts. But no, there is no way. There's no way that you can match the fact that it is a Reggie. A Reggie will always trump a classic Shields, because you can have that Reggie. You get this belt, this Reggie, official Reggie, and you put it on eBay for $5,000. And the people that can afford it say, holy shit, that's a good deal. $5,000.
There's currently one on eBay right now with the WWF logo for $9,500.
And someone will pay for it.
Yep.
Because you think we're crazy down here. People that can afford it, my God, they go crazy. They go stir crazy over it. Originally, and I want to thank our good friend Kevin, because Kevin gave me some of this information. From the original price originally, it was $12.95. Could you imagine us buying a Reggie for $12.95? Now,
I'm all day.
Right? I mean,
the price of the figs.
Must be 18 to view this picture. Yeah, facts. Don't steal my phrases, bro. Gimmick and fringe. I have sex on leather trademark, bro. Don't sue, bro. I'll send you a mug, bro. I'll send you this cat's meow. This cat's meow mug, bro. It's my favorite mug. I own both. CS is better. There's the quality, right? You get a Reggie now, he's not doing the same work that he was years ago.
And people get jaded in this hobby when you say CS is better. Nobody's saying CS is more valuable. All they want to hear is that you're saying CS is more valuable than Reggie. That's not what we're saying. Just quality to quality.
I mean, Dan McMahon said it best. If Reggie makes 10 classic IC belts right now, all 10 of them are going to look different.
Yo, John, that's a 2002 Accord, bro. It's true. It's true, bro.
This dude lives like 45 minutes from me, bro. That's like a month's rent in the Bay Area.
Bro, I paid $400 for my sister paid again. These are people that can pay it, right? And you have something amazing. But here's the thing: be Reggie at that price. Yeah, why not $12.95? I mean, that's Applebee's money, bro. We get $12.95 on account. Jones, we're going to Applebee's, bro. Right? I had Applebee's yesterday, bro. I had a burger quesadilla. Yo, I'm gonna
quesadilla burger. Yeah,
I'm gonna order some. I'm gonna order some again tonight.
I want to know this, Jay, Mr. Bebe. When you got that figs, okay, you were so excited. But when your sister walked in with that real thing, did you felt like she stole your moment? Like she's like walking in, like, look what I got.
Bro, that woman took everything from me. Everything. Literally, you see how Ethan's saying that he saw it for the first time and it was fantastic. The 2mm. I didn't have that. And I had to save for that. That was the fucked up part. I had to save 2 years for disappointment, bro. That's insane. Reggie, most know people coming into the hobby don't care who Reggie Parks is. Trust me, they're losing value. I don't agree with that, Chad. The people willing to pay $6K for leaving the hobby, they're not. I'm telling you, one of these guys see those and they jump on it right away. The Midwestern value like J-Mar will also always have value because they're the original. I bought J-Mar for $4K, so I was within weeks of getting it. Exactly. They hold their value. So that's what I mean. When I say that you're Reggie Parks, sure, on quality now, that's just everything with technology. That's just a fact. Technology and time keeps moving things forward, making things easier for people. I'm really sure that Omi couldn't pull off the work that he could 10, 15 years ago, right? The same thing with Classic Shields. Classic Shields is a different animal because Classic Shields has been in business for more than 100 years, right?
And not wishing ill on Reggie, but the minute Reggie dies, those belt prices are gone. They're through the roof. I mean, you think they're high now.
Bro, in my opinion, bro, he's never going to pass away. He's going to be alive forever.
I hope not.
I hope he's alive forever, bro. He's alive forever.
I hope so.
He's going to be alive for that's the positive thinking we have. He's going to be alive forever, bro. Don't mess with my Reggie. So it's no longer made, WWF logo. A secondhand market is at $5,000 to $8,000. Ethan has seen it for $9,500. It's insane. And these are the inside pictures of it. It's amazing. It's an amazing amount of work.
From what I picked up, there's a lot to do with the value is on the licensing numbers, if they're unnumbered, if they're numbered. There's a lot that goes into a value of a Reggie.
And that's asymmetric, right?
Yes. And here's the thing with the Reggie. Like I said, your Classic Shields is going to knock it out the park if you put them side by side. In my humble opinion, if you put them side by side now. But you go to resell them, they're going to be very different, right? Because you could put, like I said, you could put a Reggie for $5,000 and Dan will tell you it's a fantastic deal, right? All of them, they'll be like, yo, this is freaking great. Someone's going to pick this up quick. And they're right. Dan's 100% right. Within a week, not even, it's gone. Sold. You put a Classic Shields for $5,000 on eBay. Watch it sit. Values aren't the same. Quality.
Reggie's name is so big.
Reggie's name is everything. Okay? Reggie's name is everything. So, I honestly think that with everything that we have seen today, I want to bring on our good friend, Mr. Andy Bolger, who was here earlier.
He's like the dad of the hobby.
Bro, he be
The great granddad.
He be chilly though, bro. That's the problem. He be mad chilly. You know? Andy, how are you doing, brother?
Hanging in there, guys. How are you?
We're doing okay. Thank you for staying on. I know we went over for of the things, but when you get talking, you know how we, keep talking and talking, and we don't shut up. You're there in our chats every night. So, Andy, I'm gonna start with you because you were observing the whole time. What did you think about all the different qualities of the belts?
Well, I mean, you had the one that looks like it was made on paper. That was abysmal.
Yeah,
that was just terrible. And you get all the way up to the quality of Classic Shields and Reggie and Omi. Don't leave Omi out. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Andy used to be
okay. Well, my secret's out. Eddie gave it away.
Oh man, boots are getting better and better. I mean,
they are. So
one of the things I did want to, talk with you about, Andy, is that your favorite belt. What is it?
IWGP version 4.
Who made it?
Yeah. Mr. Nawaz.
Now, Nawaz, I saw that belt and I thought that was I'm like, that looks amazing. Is that Classic Shields? And Andy's like, no, man, it was Nawaz.
Yeah.
And Andy, you love that belt. How heavy is that belt?
About 22 pounds.
Yeah. 20. Yeah. That's a big boy.
How Kenny Omega ran around with that thing on, I have no idea.
No. And Jones, let me ask you, when you're in love with those wrestling belts, and Andy's don't you get a kick out of watching Andy put up the champion of the day? Like it just like I personally read up on the champion. What do you do?
Well, most of the time he's putting up people I'm already loving anyway, or somebody I forgot held a certain belt. So I'm like, oh crap, he did hold that belt, and it's making me. Unfortunately, it makes me hate Andy sometimes because now he's making me want another belt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me see. I have seen this before in many hobbies. I was in shoes, but Jordans cost more. This is true. So now in seeing all the belts, Andy. Which one would you go for personally? Which one would you take?
Well, I mean, Classic Shields has everything going for it. They seem to be pretty honest when they tell you how long it's going to take. and like I said, the quality is just unbelievable. I mean, if I had to pick one of the top 3 classic shields.
Yeah, because let's say you have like a $5,000 budget, would you just spend the $950 for the HD and the classic shields, and then take the rest and buy yourself some SD somewhere, right?
There you go. Heck yeah.
Jones,
Yeah.
what would you take?
I'm sorry, I had trouble hearing you.
No, which belt would you take out of the whole ratings? If I gave you $5,000 tomorrow and said, Jones, go do your thing, you could either pick one of these belts, pay the whole $5,000, or pay a little bit, keep the rest for yourself, buy yourself some more. Which one would you take?
And I have to take an Intercontinental though.
Man,
I'm messing with you. I would take the classic shields.
we'll take the classic shield. Joey?
I will take classic shields. Like, I mean, it just looks immaculate. Like the quality of the HD plates. Like, if you're gonna get your Holy Grail belt, I would say go to classic shields. It's the way to go. I don't own a classic shield, but I will be ordering one soon. Can't wait.
Ethan.
I already know.
You know, you think you know. You think you know, but you don't. You don't know. I'm a classic Shields fanboy, and I'm a wholeheartedly admit it. I have no problems calling them out on their deficiencies, though. But if I had $5,000 to spend on a belt, I'm buying it as a collector, not as a reseller or a name. I'm going to buy a Reggie.
Yeah. And I honestly would take the Reggie because I would like to have that history, Andy. I would like to have that history in my hands. And I know there's no history because the belt wasn't used, it's not ring used, but to have that stamp, that Reggie stamp is everything.
Sure.
You know, I've seen people go. I saw some guy on a forum once who had like 20 something belts, and he said, "I will give you all my figs for your Reggie."
Oh yeah.
And no one took him up on the offer, but I mean that speaks to it, right? Reggie is Reggie.
To belt collectors, that stamp means a lot if you're really into belt collecting. That's why I bought a network logo that was re-leathered by him with his stamp. You don't really see that too much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Pakistan makers, but if it's a Reggie,
no, I'm talking about everybody.
Okay, Reggie's going to be the best belt maker there ever was that ever lived. I don't care who comes who comes and goes like in 100 years. Reggie's still going to be the best.
Mike Jones has an issue. Go ahead, Jones.
No, there would be if another belt, if a different belt was up there that I got a feeling you'd be talking about very soon. Was the Reggie? That would be. I would definitely take the Reggie.
The Winged Eagle? Yeah.
How about no?
So
the Enigma?
we're not doing that. We're not no one. But Classic Shields did come out with a banging Enigma. I'm not gonna play.
They really did.
I'm not gonna play. Short of the original Chrome Runner, I take a Reggie. Yeah. A Reggie will always be a Reggie. So guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Mike Jones, my compadre, Joey, my little caramel munchkin, Ethan, you're my butterball, Andy, drumsticks all day, baby. So what I really appreciate you guys coming on here with me. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my final thoughts. So let's do that. Thank you guys. I'm going to get you each off your screen. I really appreciate it. Andy, don't be chilly, bro. Don't be chilly. Guys, thank you for being. I know we ran over 2 hours and it was supposed to be 1. We'll try and get that smoothed out as our first episode. But I want you guys to know that honesty is everything in this hobby. Whether you're a middleman, a maker, a customer, honesty is everything. If you lose your reputation in this hobby as a maker, you're done. If you lose your reputation as a middleman, you're done. As a customer, you're done. Because the hobby will not put up with it. Again, please remember next week with Vinny Vegas, we're going to have Chris Van Vliet. He is a hilarious guy, and obviously a complete and total snack. Be sure also to check out for the new episode of the Gold Standard. Okay, this is again, something that I thought off of, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, again, send me your pictures to jay@wearecultureshock.com, and I'll put them up and review them. Going back to the hobby, everyone has an opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, and all this is information. We want to give you guys information because we don't want you to take that money that you have saved, put away, and spend it on something that is not worth that. You want to buy a belt for the first time and not have to resell it and go buy it again because you didn't get the correct one. And that's all we are trying to tell you here. We are trying to give you all the information that you need to be successful in the hobby. And if someone has an issue with that, it's because that maybe they themselves have something to hide. Maybe you shouldn't do business with them. But at the end of the day, I think we're all going to be okay if we just be honest with each other. I will see you next month, the last Friday of February, where we will sit back down and we are going to go and review, just like we did here, the WCW United States Championship, Reggie Parks Edition 5-plater. Thank you so much. You guys take care, and it was a pleasure. Bye-bye.